you doing? Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido in California, where it has been a very cool day today. We seem to be having a lot of cool temperatures. Looking ahead at the forecast, looks like we're only going to get to like mid-50s to mid-60s over the next week. So it's going to be a little on the cool side. But just wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone who reached out yesterday, either by posting messages on my Facebook page or sending me private messages, text messages, calling me, just to offer support after it being my 21st wedding anniversary yesterday, and just with the wave of grief that was washing over me. So thank you everybody who reached out. It truly meant a lot to me to know that there was a lot of love and support out there. So thank you very much for that. It's not often I get days like that. Well, lately it's not often I get days like that. I haven't had a day like that for a few months now. So to know that there's people out there who care and were reaching out, it was greatly, greatly appreciated. So the aftermath of that was, let's see, I got woken up at 3:15 this morning by a certain puppy. This puppy here, who was sleeping off her early morning rise, who decided that she wanted outside at 3 o'clock, 3:15 this morning. So at 3:30 we were outside wandering around so she could do her thing. The last time I was outside with her in the middle of the night was about 5 weeks ago. I've had her for 6 weeks now. So it was during our first week with her. But she decided that last night she wanted out early this morning. So we came back, and I didn't wake up till 8:30, and then I got up and let her out of her crate again. She got really upset with me at 3:30 this morning when I put her back in her crate. She kept running and jumping and hopping onto the bed and curling up there. So to say, okay, I'm ready, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, no. It's too early for that. So finally got her back into her crate. Probably it was like about 3:45, almost 4 o'clock by the time I finally got back into bed. And she was in play mode. She was in I'm going to sleep on the bed mode. And I was like, yeah, no, not happening. So I got her back in there, and I think it was like around 8:30, 8:45 before I finally woke up this morning. And like I said, got her, let her out of her crate, went back to bed, and we didn't surface till 11 o'clock. Both of us fell back asleep. So it's that kind of set up the rest of the day, which has been a nice, quiet, relaxing day. Although I did get a message from from about 3 people who had received friend requests from Brad, and I'm like, what? So then had to go into Facebook, into his profile, and do all the stuff to. But fortunately, by the time I had gotten those messages, the fake profiles had been taken down. But went into his profile today and made it a little more secure than what it was. Although it was pretty tight, but now it's even tighter. So squished down a lot of stuff in that, a lot of access, what could be accessed and that sort of stuff. So tightened up the privacy on it a little more. Still got to figure out how you mark the person deceased, but still they now have this thing on Facebook where you can have a legacy person. You can nominate somebody to be a legacy for your Facebook profile. So when you pass, they can go in there and take care of your profile as you've instructed them to do. So I have to go read all of the because what I did is I went into Brad's profile, made myself his legacy person, and it sent me the link for the instructions. So now I've got to go read those, figure out what I've got to do, and take it from there. So that'll be interesting. But I was going back through his profile and looking at some of the pictures he had today, and some of him and Gus, and came across the posting that I had there about the day that Gus was supposed to go to the hospital and see Brad, and how it didn't happen. And so there was a few tearful moments today, sparkles of love today, but nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday was bad, including having to take Zeffie to her class yesterday. But otherwise, it's been a very quiet, relaxing day, digging through some stuff and looking at. I have access to Think and Grow Rich, The Legacy, the movie. It's a phenomenal movie. I didn't watch it today, but I was reading some of the bonus materials that come with it, and that was actually kind of cool to go back and read some of that. So I've dug out my Think and Grow Rich book so I can read it again. I don't think I've read it in bits and pieces. So It's one of those ongoing books, because I'll have 5 or 6 books on the go at any one time, and it's one of those books that's on the go constantly, because every now and again I'll go back and read some more of it, or I'll just pick it up and start at a different chapter and read it. But it has really, really good information in it. Was on a phenomenal webinar yesterday morning about setting goals and vision boarding for 2020. So have been doing some research into my vision board and going to start up a ritual for that. Deciding on what my ritual is going to be to start those, and so I can get more emotional attachment to my dream board, as well as empowering myself to do the dream board and empowering myself that it's okay to go after this stuff. So I watched a really cool little video from Jack Canfield about vision boarding and that sort of thing. That was kind of cool, which kind of led me down this path of looking up Napoleon Hill stuff and more Jack Canfield stuff. And who else did I see today? Oh, I can't remember. But then I started working on a project and was having technical difficulty with it. So I reached out to my mastermind group, and they're coming back with some ideas on what to do and that sort of thing. And so I'm going to have a look at those ideas tomorrow. Although tomorrow I am babysitting for the day. Yes, I get to look after the little guy. I get to look after Bo tomorrow and watch him. So I'll take Zeffie with me, and Zeffie will be in her crate in the guest room, but she will be allowed out when Bo's having his naps, which means she'll get to race around the backyard, which the last time I was there, she just had a blast. I walked her around on a leash, and then I let her off the leash, and she just went balls out. She was just flat tack running around that place and literally running circles around me, because I was just walking up and down the backyard, and she was just doing these circles around me as fast as she could go. It was I was just out, and all I could do was just walk and laugh, because she was just having such a blast. And then she'd come get near me, I'd reach down for her, and she'd just take off. So she had a blast doing that. So we get to do that tomorrow, which means that Tuesday and Wednesday she'll probably have the pip with me for having her locked up in her crate for so long, like she did last time. But we're working on our crate etiquette. So that's it from. Oh, and then I watched the movie Inside Man Most Wanted last night, which came out in 2019. Really good movie. It's basically about these people that go in and rob the Federal Reserve in New York. So it was kind of interesting how they did that. And there's lots of little twists and turns in there. And it was very interesting to see that who you thought some people weren't. So they had some little surprises in there along the way, which I love movies like that. It took me like 3 or 4 different movies to get to that one. I started watching like different action movies and stuff, and get like in the first 2 minutes I was like, yeah, no, this isn't ringing a bell with me at all. So then I'll go find another movie. And, oh, this one sounds good. I say, yeah, no, not working. And I finally got to Inside Man, and that one hooked me basically within the first 2 minutes, and ended up watching that. Really, really good action movie. Played a little on the psyche too, with, who's on whose side, and is the FBI person really the FBI person, or are they an inside person? Is the police guy really is he part of this plot? Are the bank robbers really who they seem to be? All sorts of twists and turns and stuff, and it leaves you asking a lot of questions, which all get wrapped up nicely in a little bundle at the end of the movie. So it's not an action movie, but there's plenty of action to keep you going, because there's a lot of talking going on between negotiators and the bank robbers and that sort of thing as well, and there's hostages involved. But are the hostages really the hostages, or are they part of the plot too? There's another question for you, but you'll have to figure it out. You'll have to wait and watch and find out for yourselves, because I'm not going to tell you anything. So that's it from me for today. I am out of here. I have no idea what I'm going to go do next. She's asleep. Look, down here. You gonna say hi, Zeph? Oops. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi to everybody? No? Okay. She's not gonna say hi. She's just gonna go back to sleep. We've already been out for an evening walk, and so I think she's kind of like settling down for the night, and at some point she'll actually go and put herself to bed in her crate. Kind of love it when she does that. It means I don't have to, although when I do go and close, if I go and close the crate, so this is our routine at night. When it's time to go to bed, I actually go and lay down in front of her crate, in front of the open door on her crate, and talk to her for a few minutes and give her some scratches and stuff, as though it's sort of as part of our nightly routine. And then at one point she'll actually get up, turn around, and lay down with her back to me to say, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. And then I know I can safely close the crate, because if I don't do that, she will whine until I come back out and do it. But one night I tried to ignore her, but she was going on for half an hour, and I was like, yeah, no, this isn't going to happen. Not at like 11 o'clock at night. But tonight is going to be an early night, because I've got to be up early to get over to babysit Bo. And I was going to take her, so in the morning I got to take her for a walk, pack up her crate and whatever else I need for tomorrow, and be over there early in the morning. So it's going to be a fun day tomorrow. It's going to be a very tiring day, but it's going to be a very rewarding day as well. So I hope you guys all had a super fantastic, sparkling, relaxing Sunday. I am off to, I don't know, read, watch a movie, see if somebody wants to play. Yep, no, not even an ear twitch. But anyway, whatever you decide to do this evening, make it super fantastic and sparkling. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. He konera.